So traders, that is a wrap for the week. I want to share something with you that I think is so important to understand, and that is don't fight the market, okay? And don't try and pick tops, there's a lot of people out there that are still trying to pick tops, trying to pick, when the top's going to be and when this whole big thing's going to drop and so on and so forth. Like, there's a lot of opinions out there. And one of the things that I really want to encourage you is don't fight the market, okay? Go with the market and let the market tell you what's going on. And the number one thing that I can teach you here, guys, is there is trend and there is momentum in the market. If both trend analysis and both momentum are both going in one direction, you are going to get run over most of the time by trying to go against it. And I want to share with you that within today's video about just all these markets here and how you can utilize this to just help you be on the right side more than not from there. So traders, if see that book on the screen there, I've actually just created that book here. It's based off people like Jesse Livermore and all these experts out there on the back of the shoulder. So if you really need some help, guys, then go get access to that book as well too. And oh, by the way, guys, I've got 2 spots left for my coaching program. And if you want to know more about, like, do I actually trade? I've actually got my real equity curve, guys, on that third link in the description there. Go check it out. You can see my equity curve there. And then if you really do want to see 2026 be the best year ever, then fill out that application form, guys, to what's called my coaching program. And we'll have a good chat on the phone and we'll see if I can help you out from there. Now, one of the things I started off with this video with is the trend and momentum, okay? So there's 2 different things that I'm always using for myself to help me identify really high probability trades of not just not having a successful trade, but having a really big successful trade. You'll see in my equity curve that I have these really big spikes and big jumps in my equity curve from there. And so one of the things that you'll see here is the first thing is that there's trend and there is momentum. And both of them, if both of them are talking, then you want to go with it. So the first thing is that I like to use a 52 moving average on my chart here, okay? So there's 2 things. There is trend analysis. And what is it? Now, what is a trend? And this is where a lot of traders get completely mixed up about trend analysis and legs in the markets. And I'm seeing this a lot with all markets out there. Even when you're trading, they see this here, right? So for example, if the market's doing this here and boom, and boom, all right, and then the market starts rallying through here, then what's the trend here? What is the trend analysis? Let's just say we've been rallying here, call this a week. What's the trend? The trend is still down, isn't it? The trend is still down. So we have a high, right? We have a high, we have a lower high, and then we have another lower high through there. See that through there? So we can see high, lower high, and a lower high in here. So right now, the trend is down, even though we've had an up leg. Makes sense? And even on the upside as well too. The market can go up, and then we get a drop. Market goes up, get a drop. Market goes up, up, up. We get a bit of a drop. So the trend is still here. The trend is still up, and this is where a lot of traders get stuck. Is they focus more on the legs and maybe even just candlesticks, which is worse. And then they're not focusing on the moves because trend analysis is high lows, right? Now, think about that for a minute here. If a trend analysis is higher lows and higher highs, you know that. Now, if that is the case, then for a higher low to be formed, it has to come down a little bit to form the higher low, right? So people think, oh, market's coming down, and then boom, market's coming. You know what I'm trying to say? So as long as we keep making these high lows, and high lows, if this market comes down, as long as this low is here, we're probably likely to do something like that. So that's the first thing. That's the trend, and that's what's called trend analysis in the markets. Go with that. And as long as we keep making these high lows, you have no other choice but say the buyers are still continuing to push this higher, because an upward trend is that, right? Now, the second thing I like to use is see this moving average here. This is my staple. It's what's called my 52 moving average. 52 moving average on my daily charts. By the way, guys, this is all I use when it comes to my trading system. I use 1 chart and 1 moving average, and that's it. And this is the key to having big profits, small losses, and how I trade for myself, how I only trade 1 hour per day. It's actually half an hour per day most of the time. But if I did some manual back testing and manual research and so on and so forth, maybe a couple hours per day. But that's all I trade right now, guys. That's all I trade. And I do really, really well from it. So right now, the reason I'm bringing this up to you for starters of this video is, guess what? What is happening with the markets right now, right? The markets are doing what? See how the markets continue to make these high lows, high lows, high lows, high low, high low, higher low, higher low, same low, didn't break the low and continue up. So, is the top in right now? Bit of a nutshell on this as well too. One thing I was talking about with my coaching clients today as well too is that one of the worst ways that I see a lot of traders do is they do reversal trades. Okay, so stochastics divergence, RSI divergence, MACD divergence, double tops, and heads and shoulders formation. Like if you're trading like that, why? The biggest profit here was what? Going with the market, right? But John, there's a double top there. But John, there's a double top there. But John, there's a head and shoulder formation here. See what I'm saying? All these reversal trades are worst type of trading. Now, this is not just me saying this. This is my mentor saying this. Is not my mentor saying this, whom does really well. But the people like Paul Tudor Jones, the legends of the legends, okay? And it just makes sense, right? If you want to jump on a really big profit trade, you need to go with the overall momentum of the market. So with all that being said, the reason I'm saying that is like, no, market is still in a very strong upward trend. And if you think any differently, then you're having a real big guess. And every time you've been trying to call a top up here, it's not gone there. Now, corrections is another thing, right? Correction is different. A correction is, that's a little correction there, right? Top in the market is different, but up, little correction, up, little correction, up, little correction. See what I'm saying there, right? It just goes and goes and goes from there. So we have a couple little gaps from here as well too. That I'm actually thinking it'll be filled next week. But even if that does come, even if this gap does come here, it's probably going to be something like this, right? Up we go, 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 and then away we go again. Okay, so very strong bull move coming in the markets right now. Very strong bull move coming in the markets, and from what we're seeing from there. And the one thing that we're seeing right now though is we're just holding through here. So really holding through here. If we do have a little bit of a drop through here, guys, it's probably just going to be a continuation of this nice big up move. And I see a very, very, very strong rally coming into probably late November, even into December as well too. So that's the October. That's the Nasdaq. Here is the Dow Jones as well too. Okay, so the Dow Jones here, through there, up, sideways movement from here. And so now we're probably likely to continue seeing this move to the upside. Once again, traders, look at this here, higher lows all the way up. So if you are doing reversal strategies, like there's a SMT divergence or a stochastic divergence or MACD, all that sort of stuff. Why? Do you want to make life hard for yourself? Let's pick a top. That's just don't, right? In the last 6 months, where have been the big moves? There, and there. But John, I got a short here, I got a short here. See what I'm saying? Like, just go with it. And where's the moving average? Point blank, if I see a moving average that looks like this here, and it's going up like that, don't try and go against it. Because every time we go up and we go down, boom, bounces off. And boom, bounces off. You're like, oh, the top's in. No, momentum's still up. So go with the momentum. Okay. Same with the Russells well too. Russell's just holding here quite nicely, actually. Just holding here. Momentum's still up. Like I could call top here, but as long as we keep, if we don't break past this 240 level, we're probably gonna break up to the upside and go for a really big move. So there's something really big coming out of these markets from here, guys. And the S&P 500, and the same type of thing with the S&P 500, right? All these different things here from a short-term level basis. We've got all these markets making these higher lows, all the way up, high, low, high, low, high, low, all the way up to the upside through there. Every time we've had these little corrections, as you can see, right? One of the best things I can say, guys, to use that, put on a 52 moving average on your daily charts. And if the moving average is trending up like that strongly, every little pullback, boom, ba-boom, ba-boom, is probably going to be just that, just a little pullback out of that level from there. Let's move on now through to the S&P 500. S&P 500. Now, this is a big thing that I really want you to understand, okay? a lot of people think that, for example, this drop here in, say, silver is the end of the trend. The trend is over right now. Is it? What is a trend analysis? What is trend? Trend is higher lows and higher highs, right? So people, the end is, no. Well, what is the trend through here? So the trend is still up, right? Even though we have a very big pullback. Now, why did we get a big pullback? Because we got too far away. When the market gets too far away from the moving average, we end up getting a pullback, right? So we may have the moving average through here, and the market has a move up, and then we have this big pullback through here, little move up, little sideways, and we have, right? We might do something like that, right? Very big move up, get pretty far away. Then we end up just getting a bit of a snapback, and away we go again. Now, I do believe that we're not going to make a new high. I do believe we're likely to do this here. It's based off my other factors. But that's what I'm seeing through there, guys. So now all this correction here. So for you guys, one, wherever the trend is, and that will basically keep it simple. Wherever the moving average is going, just go with that. But on a nutshell, also, if the market gets too far away from the moving average like we saw there, and like we saw with gold as well too, then we are probably likely to be finishing that through there, right? So you see how far away it gets from there? And that's the reason why we get this big hard and fast snapback out of gold. It was coming. It's much, much easier. And that's where for you guys is that the market has been going up for quite some time. When we start to get too far away from the moving average, it is game over for there, right? Same for the mining sector as well too, right? Higher lows, all that. Look at this here. Look at this here. This is where I love the 52. Very simple. Higher lows all up. Moving average kept going up. What happened when we got a drop, bounced off it, drop, bounced off it, drop, bounce off it, drop, bounce. Now we got too far away. We're just getting a bit of a pullback now, right? And again, but I think the pullback is going to be much bigger here. And this is where like a lot of people are looking at things like things like Barrick Gold, right? What type of Barrick Gold here? Same type of thing, right? If we end up having too far of a stretch, too far away from it, not more than normal, then you know this is the worst time to be looking at something from there. So when you start to do this here, when I'm looking for trades, I'm just looking for a good trend. I'm looking for some nice momentum behind it. And when we get that, then, you know, we're probably likely to see some really nice moves to the upside there. So there we go, traders. That's it for me today. Have an amazing day. So traders, before you leave today, I want to give you an invite to apply for my John's Inner Circle coaching program. This is my top level coaching program, and this is for only serious people only. This group right now currently is only around 15 people, so it's only a real small group because I'm with you every single week in that small group. This whole group here, this John's Inner Circle, is about giving you exactly what you need to know on how to identify a really good high quality setup, trade management techniques, how I scan the markets, and so much more. Plus also every single week I'm doing live coaching sessions that help you with every single area that goes into becoming a good trader and so much more. So this is only for serious people only. This is my top level coaching program. It's only a real small group. But if you're at the point right now where you are absolutely serious about becoming disciplined and you really want to make commitment to becoming a good trader, then my inner circle may be a good fit for you. If you go to getjohnshelp.com, that's an application form. Go fill that out right now, and you and I will have a good chat on the phone, and I'll see where you're at, and you'll be able to see more about the actual coaching program. And if we're a good fit, then maybe we can move together from there. But if you're real serious about this and you really want to take this to a whole brand new level, and you want to be more than 95% of traders lose money in the markets, and if you finally want to start to crack into the top 5%, and even the top 1%, then this may be a good fit for you. So go to getjohnshelp.com right now. Apply for that. It's only for the first 10 people only. And I look forward to speaking to you on the phone real soon.